Guys, what the fuck, man? Team Liquid is out of the tournament after losing to Team Spirit in the tiebreaker of the group stage. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I actually say Team Liquid will make it to top 3 of the tournament. And they're just out now after losing a best of 1 to Team Spirit. It's unbelievable. I still couldn't take it. Man, I was watching this game halfway yesterday. It was 4 a.m. here. And I fell asleep halfway through, and I was just thinking, they should win the game handsomely, looking at how it was going, right? I think I was like maybe 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in. They was crushing all the lanes. They were winning all the team fight, and I just don't see any way Team Spirit could come back. But I woke up, I looked at the result, I watched the game. I was blown away. It was unbelievable. Okay, boys, let's take a quick look at the game yesterday. 7.5 minutes in, it's fairly even in terms of the core in all 3 lanes. In terms of the support, the Enchantress come out slightly ahead in terms of the net worth. I think nobody would be particularly not happy with the situation in terms of just the net worth. If you just look at the net worth. But one thing that Team Liquid did really, really well is that they have a Centaur and they have Enchantress in the off lane, which they both take tower really quickly, because Enchantress can, have a creep that helps tank up the tower, 1400 HP creeps. And then you have Centaur, who have the max retaliate just to take the tower. And the Drow Ranger and Lion in the safe lane, right? There's no fucking way they can defend the tower. So very early on, 7.5, almost 8 minutes in, they took the tower already. Good play from Liquid, and then they make rotation, so on and so forth. But we just pause, we look free camera, we move on to top. We can see this tower is full HP. If Team Spirit don't apply pressure to this particular tower up here, what will happen is that you give way more space for BK and the Luna to farm. And knowing Team Liquid and their playstyle, they're a team that, arguably in the entire world, stack the most, right? If there's a, stats on the number of cam stacks on average per game, Team Liquid have to be among the top 3, if not the first. So we look at how Luna is playing. Just fast forward a little bit, right? The fact that they only have so they're making a fight down there, but it doesn't really matter. What we are looking at is still the map control. We see Tide trying to take down the tower, but it's full HP, and Tide is not known to be a good tower siege kind of hero, right? So we continue to look at this. Just speed it up more even, right? After the engagement, the space was created and so on and so forth. This Tidehunter still couldn't take the tower on top. So Mickey is free to come back onto this particular lane, get a few last hit, get another wave over here. Right? Did he get? I think he probably did. Maybe he feel unsafe. So he farmed the top lane. They just look at Luna in the mini map, right? Where he's going. Okay. Okay, he's farming the jungle and so on. If this tower is gone earlier on and this wave is pushed in over here, right? I don't think the Luna will ever feel safe to be able to, farm this jungle over here, this camp, farm this camp, and even get 1 or 2 wave over here. And right now, when Team Spirit trying to apply more pressure to get this tower, guess what happened? Quickfire already TP'd to top on the Centaur to try to defend the tower. And at least, even if he doesn't defend it successfully, he would be able to hold the tower long enough to give more space for Luna to farm. Okay? And then we move fast forward a bit. Okay, again, they have Ancient Camp for him, so he was farming the Ancient. Just look at Luna in this game. Then you can see the net worth difference that this create, right? Right now, before this, at the beginning of 8 minutes, we see Drow Ranger and Luna is about the same net worth. But fast forward 3 minutes, there's about 1k lead from Luna ahead of the Drow Ranger. Okay? Go forward. Keep farming. It's safe farm. Not under pressure. And then the fact that, up until now, what is the time? Radiant took the tower in less than 8 minutes. Right? I mean, Dire took the tower in less than 8 minutes from Team Liquid in the safe lane tower. So they kind of lose a little bit of map control at the bottom for Radiant. And on Dire's side, they defended this tower up until 12 minutes in. The tower is still standing. So that highlighted the main difference in the early game, in my opinion. that made more space for Luna to farm. And obviously Luna is also a faster farmer compared to the Drow Ranger, right? And then we continue to see, just keep farming on the Luna. On top, they try to make move. Finally, they take the tower. 5 minutes later than what Liquid is able to do from Team Spirit side. But Luna don't care, keep farming, keep farming. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, right? We're gonna jump to about 25 minutes mark. Look at this net worth lead. Because of all those movement that we have looked at earlier and how he defended the tower, how Luna is a better farmer and he have a more map control to farm, right? Just look at the net worth right now. Luna is 15k and the Drow Ranger is 10k, right? That is why at this moment I just feel like, okay, Team Liquid is crushing it. There's no, I don't see any way for Team Spirit to be able to come back. And then we come to this particular moment where I think it's just game deciding moment of and even tournament deciding moment for Team Liquid, right? We play it out a little bit. We see the Tide Hunter is in mid. We have Centaurs trying to set up a kill on Tide Hunter, but he have Kraken Shell. I don't understand why they're trying to go on Tide Hunter where they see Shadow Demon is behind him. There is no way that you'll be able to kill him, right? So eventually you use Centaur ulti to try to defend the Oracle who was getting gone on by the puck. Nothing happened so far, but they have committed the ulti from Centaur, right? And then what happened right now is Sumail run down to bottom to set up and try to kill Drow Ranger, right? And did they see him coming? Actually, let me rewind a little bit and then just go to Invoker. Okay, Invoker is running here. You see, yeah, his Ghost Walk. Okay, and you can see that from this angle, right? They pinged him, right? They know Invoker is running down bottom. He kind of deviate a little bit because he saw the fight in middle, but because of this ward and sentry, they actually see Invoker, right? They pinged him. Just look at Invoker in the minimap. Let's follow Invoker. Let's go to Hero Chase Invoker, right? Then he run bottom, and at this moment, Lion and Joe both know that they are setting up at bottom. And ideally, I don't think Invoker should be initiating right now. Just look at his item. He got nothing against silence. When Drow silence him, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that Invoker can do. Sumail and the Invoker, right? And Centaur is not in position to blink and help. So what happened? You'll see over here. He Manta to stop all his the skill from Invoker, the Cold Step and the Spirit Vessel. And Centaur, when he was about to blink and initiate, he got hacked by the Lion. Amazing positioning and also amazing vision to know that, this is actually coming. And before anyone managed to do anything, Sumail's already dead. I think the only thing he can do better is maybe use the Psychic Headband. But even with that, I don't think it will help him a lot. So before the fight even started, he got no BKB, got no nothing. Why is he running in? I have no idea. There has to be a breakdown in communication. And they underestimated the situation, how Drow Ranger and the Lion is actually setting up and baiting Team Liquid to come in. And before this, bear in mind, it was 7-8k lead for Team Liquid, right? And then we see a horrible fight from them. This is a super awkward fight. We see Puck blink in, clean up everyone, and then you see Drow Ranger free hitting everyone from the back because Centaur cannot blink in and deal damage. And then eventually, just back up a little bit here, yeah? I want to show what the Luna did, right? The Luna showed up, right? And then he tried to kill the Lion. He committed BKB and he committed his ulti just to kill a Lion. And it takes so much time because Shadow Demon saved him. And once his BKB is over, Tide Hunter blink in and ulti and Drow Ranger get the cleanup. Because in the entire fight, he was uninterrupted, just free hitting every fucking one. And right now, Luna is dead. Although he have 7,000-8,000 net worth ahead, but he's dead. There's absolutely nothing he can do about it. And it's basically a team wipe. The only one surviving is Centaur, and Centaur is not going to hold the tower. And the consequence of this bad and awkward team fight, right? They were 10k ahead at first. They were 2k now, only 2k. And it wasn't even the end of the thing yet. They're going to get free tower. They'll be the first team that get the racks, right? I think they get both sides over here. Okay, they get the bottom racks. And then immediately run to Roshan to check whether it's spawned. Okay, they know it's spawned. this is just, I don't know how to say it. It's just ultra game losing. It is very punishing. It is very cruel. I know that, but one bad fight over here, they go from 10k lead to, basically entire lead was evaporated. They lost Roshan, Aegis, Cheese, and even Aghanim Blessing, right? From here onwards, it was just, it is Team Spirit's game to lose, right? They get everything, and Shadow Demon get the free Aghanim Scepter, and then he got a Aeon on top of that. From here onwards, it's almost impossible for Team Liquid to take any fight anymore, right? So eventually, after taking Roche, he decided to go top and try to push, and then you can see, the Centaurs stand no chance at all. Basically, the entire team right now have a lot of damage issue, because none of them is able to deal damage anymore, just because how much gold and experience they feed away from that one bad team fight at the bottom. We see how they are controlling the map before this, but one bad team fight, it really caused your team to just crumble. You lost the network fleet, you lost the level, you lost Roshan. This Drow Ranger is like, how are you gonna kill him? You have Shadow Demon sitting behind, you lost one side of your racks. It's, I don't even need to watch the rest of it. This is already impossible for Team Liquid to come back at this moment. So that's the issue with best of one, right? When there's only one game, and we know how fragile games can be. Just one mistake or one bad call, one bad move from the team, basically evaporated your entire lead, and you just lose because of that, even though you make 10 right decisions before that. And that is why a lot of teams, when they go into tiebreaker, they were caught up in a mindset of they are playing not to lose instead of playing to win. It's very cruel to Team Liquid, but is the nature of the competition is when it goes to tiebreaker, it's going to be best of one. It is an extremely risky position to be in, but then I don't think they can, as for Team Liquid, I think I don't want to say deserve to be in that position, but looking at the result after the first 2 days, and after they play four series, 2 on the first day and 2 on the second, they were down 1-7, right? From the 8 particular games they've played, they only win 1-7. That is super upsetting from them, and obviously they came back in the last 2 days, winning 3 out of the 4 games, and it's still not good enough. I think at the end of the day, they are caught in this tiebreaker, and if there's one person that you have to blame, you probably have to look back at yourself on the first 2 days and what went wrong. Did they not prepare themselves enough? What was the scrim not good enough? Is it jet lag? Is there anything the organization, Liquid is a huge ass esport organization, can help them do better in terms of preparation? Let's move on to a very quick look at the table standing that we have. We have PSG, LGD, and Team Nigma being on top. I think looking at how the teams have played, they well deserve to be on top. They are just one level ahead of everyone else. And then we have Vichy Gaming and EG, TNC, and Team Spirit making down to the lower bracket. A slight surprise, I would think, would be TNC Predator. I know I shit on SEA region a lot. I'm from that region. I watch a lot of SEA Dota as well, but I am hugely surprised by how TNC have played. I think after the first day, they only won 1 game from the 4 games they have played. But from second day onwards, they step their game up. They play very brave. They play as a team. They make move. Instead of playing the safe game, they went out and seek for the win. And big credit to them. They deserve a spot in the playoff, right? And I'm happy for them as well. As like I said before, I won the SEA representative in the playoff, right? And then we scroll down to the upcoming matches. What do we have? We have VP against Nigma, Alliance against PSG LGD, Team Aster against T1, Quincy Crew against No Ping Esports. Let's make a very quick prediction over here. VP against Nigma, I would say Nigma would take the game, simply because, I always felt like the team that is in playoff have this disadvantage where they haven't played any competitive matches yet. Obviously, you will scream your practice, right? You're already at the place, at the venue. but the fact that you haven't played any game to that highest level of intensity, it might affect you a little bit. So I think in terms of that preparation, Team Ligma will beat VP 2-1. LGD against Alliance. Oh, this is a classic East against West. I will go a bit of a curveball this time. I think people saying what I said just now, people will expect PSG LGD would be the team that come out on top, right? You know, they have more preparation, higher intensity, yada yada. But Alliance is an organization where they in terms of understanding their opponent, I think they are the best. Looking at how they play in EU, it seems like in different, there are a certain strat that they're very comfortable to play, but they also adapt a lot of strats depending on the opponent they are playing against. So I would say Alliance will come out on top simply based on how much time they have to look at how PSG actually play and try to come up with a strat that is gonna, you know, overpower them. I would say 2-1 Alliance. Team Aster against T1. You know, I think nothing much to say over here. Team Aster is the, I would say, favorite to win the tournament. I think a lot of pro, when you ask them as well, they would say Team Aster is going to be one of the top three. So I would say Team Aster easy 2-0 against T1. Quincy Crew against No Ping Esports. I love South America Dota. I'm devastated that Beast Coast is leaving already. They didn't make it out of the group stage. But having to say that, Quincy Crew showing their class in their own region, I think they didn't lose a single series, right? I would say Quincy Crew were kind of on top against No Ping Esports. I would say it's maybe a tight game, 2-1 to Quincy Crew. Alright, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye bye.